Hi, this is Katie Kulis, and this is my application assignment 4, The Fundamentals of Caring Video Reflection. So, what surprised me and what was my initial reactions to the film was I had watched this film on Netflix when it first came out, but I hadn't really thought of it until I watched it again. And after being in this class, I was able to point out some of the things that could be detrimental to the disabled community. Yet at the same time, I think that there were some messages that were not that bad. I think the biggest surprise was the language that was used. There were a lot of derogatory terms and words that were used in this film that I was very surprised were approved. Yet I also think that they may have used these terms just to kind of show that there are always going to be people that use them, even when they are told that that's wrong. They're still going to use them because they think that they have more power. And that probably won't change, even though it is very wrong. And then something else that kind of surprised me was that throughout the movie they were kind of joking around about the disability, with Trevor like pretending to choke or Ben forgetting his medication. They were kind of just joking around about it when I guess in a way that could have been Trevor's coping mechanism, but at the same time it wasn't really something funny to joke about. What stereotypes did you see in this film, or did I see in this film? I said some of the stereotypes that I saw at certain points was that people with disabilities are scared of the outside world and that they should be in their homes. This was seen with Trevor being scared to leave his home, and his mother was overbearing, that he was scared to get out of his everyday routine and go talk to people. I think he thought that he would have been in the way and he just didn't really want to interact with anyone. Another stereotype that I saw was that disabled people always need someone to take care of them. This was seen because Ben was having to take care of all of Trevor's medication and being the one being in charge of Trevor. This was also another thing when Trevor's mother was organizing the interviews for the caregivers, when that is probably something that Trevor should and could have been doing. Describe how oppression and privilege are shown in the film. Something that I saw was when Ben and Trevor went to see Rufus, the big cow, there were not any ramps for Trevor to go up to the second floor, and the shop owner just said to pick something out and it would be fine. That was oppression because a part of the laws and regulations is that there should be ramps and there shouldn't be anything that is inaccessible for people in a wheelchair or any type of disability, and that was definitely oppression. And then privilege was thinking that, oh, like, he doesn't really need to see it, like, it's not that big of a deal, it's really just a cow, but, like, Trevor had it all in his own right to go see the cow if he wanted to see it. I also think that privilege was shown in this movie because not all people have the privilege to go on these types of road trips and have the luxury of being able to get in a car and just kind of last minute plan a trip and be able to afford it. In my own opinion, what can individuals do to lessen or eliminate such stereotypes and oppression? I said that I think individuals can do their own research about what a day in the life of a disabled person looks like and relate that to what they watch on the screen. They can also talk to people within the disabled community and get their feelings about the different films and give them a chance to voice their opinions. I also think that a major thing is if people thought before they spoke. This could save a lot of pain. If they think what they say might offend someone, they probably shouldn't say it. And additionally, I think that having someone always there when representing a disabled community, to have someone in the disabled community. So there should have been someone on the production team trying to put their ideas and their opinions about disability and how disability was being represented in this movie, which I don't think that there was due to how the film turned out. Do you think this film accurately portrays disability better than other videos we've seen or not? Would other people benefit from viewing this film to learn more? Why or why not? I think that this film shows some of the struggles that disabled people go through. I wrote a blog post about this movie, and the blogger was named Dominic Evans, who has a neuromuscular disorder. He said that he had a friend that lived with DMD, and that he kind of had the same struggles as Trevor, obviously minus the road trip. This movie is a better representation of disability than Me Before You. That was a lot of the main character just wanting to end his life because living with a disability was so bad. While with this one, he was living with a disability and just kind of trying to get into his comfort area with it. I think that this isn't a bad film to watch. I think that it is a representation of somewhat of a day in the life of a disabled community person. I thought that the romantic parts of the movie were very important because a lot of times disabled characters aren't seen as someone who can like another person or be in a relationship, so I thought that having a romantic character with Trevor was very important. Along with Trevor breaking out of his routine and like comfort zone was also very important because it could be an example to other people who are kind of suffering with the same disorder or the same problems where they think that they might be a problem to society, that breaking out of their comfort zone and being able to be comfortable with themselves in society is also very important. And then here is the reference to the blog. Thank you so much. Have a great day.